You're watching the Hampton Classic Horse Show on WVVH-TV.
Hi, I'm Christine Merser from Blue Shoe Strategy, and here we are at the 3rd annual Ladies Who Launch Luncheon, started by Melissa Cohn right here. And we have all our speakers along the way. I'm going to chat with each of them a little bit individually, but how cool is it that 3 years ago there were 10 women who wanted to get together and talk over lunch about how to help each other, and 2 years later we have 110 women here today. It's definitely the year of the lady.
Yay!
Yay! Yay! Okay, so we're going to move on and talk to a couple of people. So Melissa, can you step over for a sec? Melissa, why did you start Ladies Who Launch?
Well, I think that, being a woman in business and having two daughters and understanding the importance of the power of a woman and how we really can be equal and really need to show that women can be equal to men and that we can do things to support women and make lives better for all of us.
And let's end with, Melissa is one of the foremost mortgage bankers in the country, and she knows what it's like to work in a man's world. And so here we are, surrounded by women.
Breaking that glass ceiling.
Every day. Say hello to Zoe from English Country Home. Zoe is one of the sponsors of the Lady Who Launched Luncheon. We're so glad to have you, and everyone's already sitting all over the furniture. So thanks, Zoe, for sponsoring. And why are you sponsoring women who empower women? Why? Why this?
Well, apart from the fact that I obviously am a woman, it's very important to me, especially right now with everything's going on, that women stick together. Especially talented women who can do things, women who can earn lots of money, and we can all help each other and help those less fortunate than us.
I'm so excited that here at the Ladies Who Launch Luncheon, we have Julie Zurau from the Zurau Group, who came out from New York City. She has mentored so many women, and part of what she does is she helps women find their own internal power. And so we're so glad you could come to this lunch, Julie.
Oh, thank you. I'm delighted. It's wonderful to see so many women from different industries and backgrounds here coming together.
Well, our theme this year is Empowered Women, Empower Women. And one of the things we want every woman here to do is to meet one other person and help them be better tomorrow than they are today. And Julie actually has personally mentored me many times through many things. I know it must be very, very pleasing for you to have so many women here and that you'll be able to give them a talk or two about what to do.
Indeed. And what does help is a woman who's got something to give, really working with another woman, because we all have power to share.
And we're all here for that. One of our speakers today is Chris Wasserstein. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you.
Yes, and she's going to be talking on behalf of her organization that takes women, young women, we could even say girls in some cases, who get pregnant, and they help them along the way to finding independence and to make sure that the trajectory of their lives together, the woman and her baby, go on to a great life. The date is amazing. She's going to be talking about that organization. How nice is it for you to be here with so many women who can't wait to hear what you have to say?
I know. I'm very happy about the opportunity because it's the nurses that go into the homes of these young women, make home visits. And for 2.5 years they make the visits, and the life of the young woman does change, the life for her and her baby.
And not only that, isn't it interesting that they become more than nurses. They really become mentors and partners in raising the child, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Say hello to Melissa Cohn from Family First Funding, who has started an organization that's going to be mentioned today, A Home of Her Own. She believes that women in real estate can help make sure that every woman in this country has a home of her own, because without it, how can we possibly be the best we can be? So I know you just launched the organization, Melissa. Big things for this coming year for it, right?
We're really excited about it. I mean, the purpose of our organization is really, we're not going to be able to buy houses for people, but we'll certainly help bridge that gap and get them into their home. And having your own home is really the most grounding thing in terms of being able to flourish and grow and establish yourself, and we're very excited about it.
So go to AHOH EmpowerHerNetwork.org, and you can take a look at what's going on, especially if you're in real estate. And this group, Empower Her Network, is a group that I sit on the board of. It's very close to my heart. It's all about women who have been trafficked, who are finding a new way home and a new place to grow, to be whoever they want to be. So I'm going to introduce you to Abby Fabiacci and Christy Norbert, both of whom founded this organization, and again, proud to sit on the board. But walk us through, just tell us a really quick, we have 13 seconds to tell a quick story about one of our women.
I think one of the most common things that we see are women who can afford to get an apartment but have no credit or horrible credit and have no way to break that societal barrier, so they're trapped without housing. And we're able to come in through our connections and pay the first month, last month security deposit and get them started so that they can be independent.
And some of our women, one woman who had been trafficked for 20 years, she's now in college, Christy? I mean, she's...
Yeah, so she was trafficked for 20 years. She talks about how she didn't have any papers or anything or know how to escape or know how to get out. And now she is living in her first apartment at college. Pretty amazing
She
story.
has a 3.8, sorry.
3.8, which is better than I had, let's face it, ladies. Okay, so please take a look at EmpowerHerNetwork.org. Take a look at what we're doing. We're so grateful. So grateful that Diana Weir took a moment to come in and say hello to all the women here who are gathering for the Ladies Who Launch Luncheon. The third annual started with 10 women. We're now 110 strong, women empowering women. All afternoon, meeting people, doing new things, and Diana, you certainly have done a lot of that in your time. So thanks for stopping by.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
This is a magnificent event. I'm so pleased that you're up to 110 women.
I know, right?
And that's what happens when women start to help women. This is what needs to be done in this country.
Yes.
And thank you for doing this.
Well,
and
next
I wish
year
you...
we're going to put you on the committee, so
Okay.
get ready.
Watch
so thanks
out.
for stopping by.
A pleasure.
Say hello to Diana Cherry Holmes, who's here and who works in women, well, she works in film, but I'm just going to say she works in women in film because we're here about a women's luncheon for women empowering women. Women in film this year, I can't have you be here and not ask you, what's your take? Give me the 411. Isn't it amazing?
It is amazing. And I'm with the Suffolk County Film Commission, and we are very supportive of women film in film and television and other multimedia sources, and work closely actually with the New York City branch of New York City Women in Film and Television.
I know.
And
this is our year. This is our Women in Film year.
I think this is going to be our decade.
Right.
Let's make it.
I have to watch. My favorite show was Killing Eve this year. Did you watch it? I know. Okay, when have you ever seen a sociopath who's a woman and the person catching her is a woman? Never before on the screen.
And a love interest.
I know.
I mean,
we were all over it.
I know, it was wonderful. Actually, my colleague in the Film Commission turned me on to that program.
Best show of the year, Killing Eve. Okay, it's a little gruesome, but
yeah, but they could film in Suffolk County, right? We're just saying, Killing Eve producers.
Yes, we'll all watch it even more if it's here.
You're watching the Hampton Classic Horse Show on WVVH-TV, Hampton's television.